with the substitution cipher 1. As you can see that in plain text T, the resultant substituted cipher is W. So T will be substituted with W. Now the next letter of the plain text, that is E, will be substituted with substitution cipher 2. In substitution cipher 2, we can see that E will be substituted with the letter K, and in the plain text X will be substituted with substitution cipher 3. In substitution cipher 3, the equivalent of X is G, and in the plain text the last letter is T, so that T will be substituted with the substitution cipher 4, and the equivalent of equivalent of the letter T in the substitution cipher number 4 is F. So resultant letter in the cipher text will be generated as F. So this is the method which can be used in polyalphabetic substitution. Dear students, we can increase the number of substitution cipher if we have more number of letter in a single word. In this example, we converted a plain text TEXT, which is composed of 4 letters, so we used 4 substitution ciphers. If we have a letter which is consisted of, for example, 5 letters, so we will use 5 substitution ciphers to generate the resultant cipher text. Now we will go to the next substitution cipher, that is Wegener substitution cipher. Wegener cipher is an advanced type of substitution cipher. It uses a simple polyalphabetic code. This cipher is implemented using the Wegener square, which is made up of 26 distinct cipher alphabets. Dear students, as you can see in the diagram, the setup of the Wegener square is mentioned. In this Wegener square, header of each column is an alphabet, and header of each row is a particular number. In each subsequent row, the alphabet is shifted one letter to the right until a 26 cross 26 block of letter is formed. With the help of this diagram, we can convert a plain text to the cipher text. To understand Wegener cipher, now we will use some example in our next slide. In our first example, we have a plain text security. As we are using Wegener cipher method, so we will consider the Wegener square. In Wegener square, the first alphabet S will be replaced with T, as S is the first letter in the word, so the letter in the substituted letter, equivalent letter in the first row, which is labeled with 1, will be used for S, that is T. In the plain text, we have a next letter, that is E, as it comes on position number 2, so we will substitute the letter E of plain text with the cipher text G, as in the row number 2 the equivalent of E is mentioned G in Wegener square. So we will replace the next word which comes on position number 3, C, with F, as in the row number 3, the equivalent of C is mentioned as F in Wegener cipher. So we will follow the same method for each letter, and the plain text security will be replaced with the cipher text T, G, F, Y, O, A. Now students, we will consider a second example, that is in this example the plain text is cust, K-U-S-T. To encrypt the plain text cust with the cipher text, we will again consider Wegener square. In Wegener square, K will be substituted with L, as K comes in the position number 1. So the row number 1 in Wegener square, we will look at the letter which is just below the letter K, that is L. So K will be replaced with L. Now the second letter U, as its position is 2, so we will look in the row number 2, and the equivalent of U is W. So W will be used in the cipher text as instead of U. S will be replaced with V, and T will be replaced with X. So the resultant cipher text will be LWVX. To make the Wegener cipher more clear, we will consider another example. In this example, we have a plain text cohort. K is the first letter, so the equivalent of K in the first row in the Wegener square is L, so K will be substituted by L. O is the second letter, so the second row of the Wegener square will be considered, and the equivalent of O is Q, so O will be substituted with Q in the cipher text. H will be substituted by K, as it is in the H is in third position, so row number 3 will be considered, and A is in the fourth position in the plain text, so row number 4 will be considered, and E will be substituted with by A, and the last T will be substituted by Y. So the resultant cipher text will be LQKEY. To make this substitution cipher, that is Wegener cipher, we will do some other examples, and in these examples we will use a keyword to convert a plain text to the cipher text. Dear students, I hope now the cipher methods will be clear to you. If there is any question, please ask me. I will answer your questions, but try to make this lecture clear, because it is an important lecture to understand cryptography. Thank you. Have a nice day. Allah Hafiz.